Congratulations, you have gotten political. Congratulations, you have finally concerned yourself with the politics of today. You have finally concerned yourself with what Trump is doing and what your government is doing and how exactly your government is fucking you and how much Vaseline they are going to use to fuck you. Fun stuff. Now what? You tell me. Now what? You got political. You know who's fucking who now. You know who's terrorizing who. You know which country and which nation is leading to this issue. You know who's instigating what. You know what is instigating who. Now what? Has it occurred to you that you can't do shit? You know. But the situation seems so helpless that you realize you can't do shit. But it's not your fault. Even though I would love to call you a dipshit, it's not your fault. It's not the fault of your collective dipshittedness, of your personal dipshittedness. It is simply a system that has been built over the years underneath your nose with the aim and intention of making you feel hopeless when you do decide to get political. Now, it is good to know where all this shit moves, where all the pieces fall, so that you know where to position yourself, so that when the bombs drop, you shift in the right time to the right position to survive. But you need to understand, and if you really got political and you really did deep digging, you would realize that in a country that would rather shoot you for protesting, shoot you for complaining, rather track you down, as they will want to do for this video, would rather track you down, put you in handcuffs, take you to the other side of the country to hold you in jail without trial for the next 5 to 15 years. In a country that will do all that rather than, I don't know, fixing its security issues. I'm not even talking about the corruption now. Man, forget the corruption. Let them, they can keep their corruption. The issues. What issue are you thinking about? Maybe it's the fact that you can't enter your house without having to look back so that someone doesn't pick you from your car and take you to the bush and demand 50 million. Once you realize this, you also realize that being diplomatic might not actually be the answer. Don't put words in my mouth. Allegedly, it could be much more viable to simply handle it as the French handled their revolution. I wouldn't know. Who am I? I'm a science student. I don't know this shit. Go and ask your government friends. So now you've gotten political. Now you know how it works. Hopefully. Now you know that there is no black and white. It's all a mash of gray. Because these are people. There are no completely good people or completely bad people. Just people that their morals fit yours. Oh shit, my abs. Would you look at that? Sexy shit, man. Anyway. So now it's up to you. Or rather, it's up to everyone as a society. You know, I would want to end the video here, but let's go on a little rant. Let's go on a little rant. Most of our parents were too busy with the entire village life. They come to the city, they finally giving birth to us. What do they tell us? They tell us about the village, tell us about how they walk to school, tell us about how the suffering went. They are proud of it. They've given us a good life. Only issue is they let the political landscape go to shit. You know why? Because a lot of our parents, I say this with as much respect as I can muster, a lot of them were gullible. A politician comes, opposes the other politician that has been treating them like shit for years. They follow that one. That one ends up being worse than the former one. We look upon the previous administration with nostalgia, even though things were terrible back then. We just didn't have anything to measure it with. Same way people look at Buhari's regime and say things were better back then. And in Buhari's regime, people looked at Ebele Jonathan's regime and said things were better than them. It was never better. Everything was just getting progressively worse. It was just that one tenure got worse, while if we compared it to the previous tenure, things were somewhat better. Now they'll shoot you if you go out to the street. They'll shoot you if you complain. The police that are shooting you, do you know what they'll do to them? No pension, no allowance. If a police is killed in the line of duty, do you think the police force, Nigerian police force, would do anything to save them? Of course not. A soldier dies, his family is put through shit. Patriotism doesn't pay. So now you realize that it's better for you. So as of now, all these things not really concern me. It's Sunday, hallelujah, praise be to God, all that. So I'm off. I'm off. Stay hydrated. You got political. Congratulations. Clap for yourself. You've moved in a very ambiguous direction. It's not a good direction. It's not a bad direction. It's ambiguous. So congratulations. Clap for yourself. Stay hydrated and fuck off.